Greetings, brothers and sisters. How you doing? This is Brother Carlton here. I want to show you about juicing grapefruits, okay? Now, I got 3 organic grapefruits here. A real bargain. I got a real bargain on them. And, well, I'm just going to show you a little bit of my juggling skill. Whoa! Juggling skills first, which aren't much, by the way. I learned how to do this when I was a teenager, but anyway. This is a side note. Now, what you do is you take one of these grapefruits, okay? And you cut them in quarters, and you take a really sharp knife, and you just cut that rind right off there, alright? Just like that. You see? Get most of that rind off. So it should look like that. Put them in this little bowl, not a little bowl, a big bowl, and then you, so I got them cut in quarter pieces here, and I started a little bit earlier. I'm going to use my Juice Man juicer here. Just put it in the top like this, okay? Alright, now, something you should know about grapefruits, okay? They're delicious. I used to not like grapefruit juice, but it's good for you. If you're constipated, I'm telling you, it'll help with that matter, I'm sure, because it's got magnesium. It's probably why it works, the magnesium in it. It's rich in vitamin A, but mostly vitamin C. One grapefruit like this only has about 56 calories, 2 grams of fiber. So it's a good addition to your diet. But, so you can either eat the grapefruit or you can juice it like I prefer. And look at that. Wow. See all that foam on top? And this is real stuff. This isn't the kind you buy in the store. In fact, let me get some cold grapefruit juice right out of the refrigerator. I put it in my great-grandmother's measuring cup. This is about a half a cup right here. So, yummy. Now, I have put sugar in here before, but really it's not necessary. This is pretty sweet. Because these were picked fairly recently off the tree. But of course, if you juice the grapefruits right on the same day, within hours or the same day, the juice is probably going to taste better, sweeter, I imagine. Certainly, drinking the juice right after juicing it is going to be healthier than letting it sit in the refrigerator for a week, okay? Now, just some notes here. 1 full cup of grapefruit juice, it has only about 96 calories. Not that much. I want to say this, that if you're on any type of drugs, if you're taking prescription drugs, you need to talk to your doctor first before, this is what I've heard anyway, and it's just a red flag, but talk to your doctor before taking grapefruit juice or juicing or eating these things, because there could be some adverse reactions. This is what I've been told. Like Lipitor, for example. I think it's a cholesterol-lowering drug. But if this is true, then where is the problem? Is it with the grapefruit? Or is it with the drugs? Well, most doctors will, they're going to give you the big pharma drug because it makes them money rather than tell you to eat a grapefruit. I prefer the grapefruits because 100,000 people, at least 100,000 people die every year by taking prescription drugs by doctors, expert doctors now, who supposedly know a lot about these drugs and their effects, but they know very little about nutrition. So I prefer God's way, which is eating fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, and which are filled with vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, things that your body really needs, okay? And it's going to help all the cells in your body function properly, your organs, tissues, so that you can look young and age gracefully. That was one thing my grandmother, actually, Veda overall, she always wanted to age gracefully. Well, some people age more rapidly than others, and depending on what kind of life you've lived and how you eat, the environment you're living in, the the exposure to free radicals, you know, in the air and drinking water, a lot of factors determine the aging process. But as Christians, we want to take care of our body, which is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Isn't that right? We're not our own anymore. So I just tell people to eat reasonably healthy, you know, in moderation. So doesn't mean you should be drinking all this in one day. Probably it's going to spike your sugar levels if you drink too much juice, but certainly a glass or two isn't going to hurt you. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and may the Lord be with you until we meet again. Thank you.